This is the reason I don't watch sports, even though I make thousands of dollars every single week from sports betting. These are the results from about 5 days of progress, and as you see, it's $6,170.48 in less than a week. And these are the numbers that I'm currently hitting using my different methods. And the more I've made sports betting, the less I've started to watch sports. Not because I place more bets, because now I actually place fewer bets than I did before, but simply because sports is a huge distraction, keeping you away from what's happening at the top of society, politically, and generally keeping you distracted from chasing something better, like a purpose, a craft, creating something, making videos, and whatever creative endeavor you can actually imagine yourself doing, like arts, etc. And the reason sports is such an entertaining thing is because it actually taps into the tribal nature of humans and the longing for belonging into a specific tribe. And that's why people within local clubs, for example, my city, we have like 3 different rival clubs like this. And one has green colors, one has like blue colors, and one has more of like a red blue kind of vibe. And all of these are fighting each other. They're fighting each other every single derby match. So when these guys go together, they're fighting each other. People literally go into the streets, and they have these extremist like ultras groups that go and fight. And to me, this is extremely low IQ behavior. But it's not simply because they're going out and fighting, because first of all, that's pretty stupid. And by the way, I'm a trained fighter, so I know that fighting in the street is completely different from fighting in an arena. And if you don't have any experience, you're going to get absolutely cooked in a real fight. But it's stupid for another reason, because if you have a football team you're attached to, you're doing all the fighting for them. What benefit does it provide economically? Maybe socially, it provides you with some status within the actual ultras group. Like, these groups are usually organized by having like a ton of different people at the bottom that do the bidding for a lot of people at the top. So it's basically like not like a pyramid scheme, but it's essentially where a few different people, which are the leaders on top, have all of the actual like power in the actual group. And they coordinate all of these people to go out in the street and fight. Now, what do these groups actually do? Well, they collect money for the club, they market the club essentially on the supporter side to get more tickets, etc. So it's kind of a function of the club, but it's also some people's entire identity. And I think it's pretty stupid, but that's my opinion. So you don't have to agree with me, just hear me out on my points. I bet a lot on sports, and I see actual match rigging. Like, I'm not kidding right now. There are a lot of instances of rigging games, and this is pretty common, especially in tennis. Some of this information you can get, you can pay for it, you can stake for people who have this kind of insider information, and it's very prevalent in a lot of sports and a lot of small football games. Like recently in my country, there was kind of a scandal recently on like a Division 2 club which did not want to go up in leagues or divisions because they were doing so well for themselves and collecting a bunch of money. And going up one another division would cost more, and yeah, it would be much more expensive. But they were also doing some match fixing within the game, like getting cards, getting shots on goal, and for example, they had paid off their own goalkeeper to make their goalkeeper not save certain shots on goal, which is like, it's super like bad, obviously. And all of this culminates into my opinion that sports is a big distraction from like debt slavery, from wars, from political decisions that you don't have anything to say anything about, general corruption, exploitation, and other social, economic, and environmental issues. Now, I'm not saying you have to engage or do anything politically, because that's, in the large scheme of things, like, you cannot really do much as a person. You have to join a party or something like that. I know this video might sound like a rant and not directly correlated to making money sports betting, but I'm sharing my experience, since I'm not trying to sell you a super expensive product or anything. I don't have anything a big incentive to make you to listen to me. So anyways, and I think sports acts like the bread and circus of the modern times. So in Roman times, and even back to Greece, we had theaters, we had gladiator fights, we had racing, we have the Olympic Games. We have a bunch of different things to entertain the masses and distract them from what's actually going on. And in today's society, it's much more prevalent than in any other society, because we have people who are enslaved by debt, and a lot of different asset prices have spiked, which causes the ability for young people to afford homes, for example. I'm getting into a bunch of different political issues, but essentially life being kind of unaffordable if you want to live in a decently sized city and just not move to the countryside where everything is super cheap. But if you want opportunities, you have to pick a high vibrating city with a lot of people with high energy, high agency, and doing that will be expensive. Now, what's the alternative to watching sports? Because maybe you've dedicated multiple years of your life playing FIFA, playing NBA 2K, playing the NFL games, playing UFC, or following boxing, or a bunch of different stuff. What's the alternative? Because all of this is essentially entertainment. Well, first of all, if you actually want to turn your passion, or whatever you want to call it, into making money, you can start sports betting. And I'll leave a link down below to my free Telegram channel where you can like try to find out or like copy some of my bets. I'm not trying to sell you anything here. Or you can use softwares like, let me show you, Bet Hero is kind of good. So this one lets you do positive expected value betting, and well, this is essentially what you do. You try to find bets for specific bookmakers with specific expected value, and over time you will essentially make this kind of profit per bet on average. You can also do arbitrage, and arbitrage in between different sports books, so that's kind of what I do mostly now. And you can make a few $100s a week on sports if you actually want to watch the games as well, instead of trying to just watch sports and waste a ton of time. I'm not saying to you guys to quit watching sports and scroll reels instead, or scroll on TikTok. I'm telling you guys to stop watching sports as a pure entertainment. And if you want to do it, that's fine. If you want to live in the normie world, if you want to live and make average money and live an average life, do what you gotta do. I don't care. But me personally, I'm staying away from these things simply because it's not beneficial to me. The emotional investment, the time investment into watching sports is 100% not worth it. The players don't care about you. The teams don't care about you. The coaches don't care about you. The sponsors don't care about you. The club does not care about you. The only thing they actually care about is getting paid. And you should also start getting paid. So I hope this video made you wake up to what you're doing with your life, potentially what you're doing wrong, right. And in the future, I hope you were able to wake up to this and stop giving away your energy to corporations, oligarchs, and emotionally investing and letting them farm your emotions and energy to make more money. Keep your energy protected, make more money. I'll see you in the next video.